Hello. Take a moment to rest your busy mind and join me for a cup of wise conversation. Today, I'd like to share a precious secret I've discovered during my long years as a dermatologist. It's about Vaseline, something easily found in our daily lives. I'm an 85-year-old doctor who retired after running a dermatology for over half a century. During that long time, countless people knocked on my clinic door, saying, "Doctor, I want to smooth out my wrinkles," or "I'm worried about my dry skin." I heard these concerns so often. Each time, I would provide advanced laser treatments and recommend expensive cosmetics. But surprisingly, there was always one item that remained in my desk. Drawer ordinary Vaseline. It's been a reliable companion that has never disappointed me for decades. Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying that Vaseline alone will magically make all wrinkles disappear and return your skin to that of a 20-year-old. But I want to tell you the truth that when used correctly, this humble product can definitely slow down skin aging and gradually improve your skin condition without expensive cosmetics or procedures. Let me tell you about a 73-year-old female patient I treated for a long time. She had visited several hospitals for years because of wrinkles, but didn't see noticeable results. Then, following my advice, she started using Vaseline with moisturizer. And remarkably, the wrinkles around her mouth and on the back of her hands visibly improved. That's when I thought, this is truly the real medicine. Today, based on my lifetime of clinical experience, I'll share in detail how to reduce hand wrinkles, mouth wrinkles, and neck wrinkles with just Vaseline and make your skin firm. I'll tell you why it has been loved by so many people for so long, and about its amazing benefits. First, one of the biggest causes of skin aging is lack of moisture. Skin starts aging the moment it loses moisture, and Vaseline acts as a strong shield that protects that precious moisture. The reason Vaseline has been loved worldwide for so long is simple. Its ability to form a protective barrier that prevents moisture evaporation from the skin. Simply put, it works by holding tight to the moisture already in your skin. The moisturizers we commonly use can be divided into two types. The first type draws moisture in, like products containing hyaluronic acid or glycerin. The second type prevents moisture from evaporating, and Vaseline belongs to this category. Think of it this way: if hyaluronic acid is a sponge that absorbs water, Vaseline is like plastic wrap that covers it to prevent the water from escaping. That's why when you apply Vaseline alone, you might feel it's too oily and suffocating, and I'm not sure about the effects. But if you apply hyaluronic acid or moisturizer first and then thinly apply Vaseline on top, it creates a perfect sealing effect for moisture. The product that best utilizes this principle is the famous luxury cosmetic La Mer cream. If you look at the ingredient list of La Mer cream, mineral oil and petrolatum, another name for Vaseline, are listed right at the front. Yet the price is tens of thousands of won. This means that if we use Vaseline properly, we can achieve similar effects to that expensive cream. This moisture-locking barrier is especially important for areas like the back of hands, around the mouth and neck wrinkles, where the skin gets dry and wrinkles become more prominent. These areas have a lot of movement, making them prone to dryness and quick wrinkle formation. Vaseline is also used in hospitals as a skin protectant for areas with weakened skin barriers or recovering from laser treatments. This means it also has effects of soothing sensitive or damaged skin and helping it heal. At this point, you might wonder, I see, but if Vaseline only blocks moisture, do I need to apply something else for real effects? Yes, you're right. There are combinations that can double or triple the true effect of Vaseline. Combinations that make wrinkles disappear when applied together. As I mentioned, Vaseline doesn't provide moisture to the skin. So using Vaseline alone may have limited effects. But when you use Vaseline with moisture-providing products, you can feel the moisture being maintained for a long time, like vacuum sealing it and wrinkles filling in. Let me introduce some products that have enhanced effects when used with Vaseline. First, hyaluronic acid ampules or moisturizers containing glycerin. Hyaluronic acid acts like a magnet that attracts moisture. Glycerin works like an adhesive that draws in moisture and holds it for a long time. Apply a moisturizing ampule or cream containing these ingredients first. Then apply a very small amount of Vaseline, really thinly spread, and the moisture in your skin won't escape, filling in areas where wrinkles were prominent. This combination is especially good for thin, dry areas, like the back of hands, around the mouth, eyes, and neck. Second, combination with retinol cream. Retinol, a vitamin A derivative, is a functional ingredient that promotes skin regeneration, induces collagen production, and improves wrinkles. However, it has the drawback of being quite irritating. So if you apply Vaseline on top of retinol cream, it reduces skin irritation, adds moisture, and maintains the effect of retinol stably. Third, combination with niacinamide. Niacinamide, a vitamin B3 derivative, is excellent for evening skin tone, controlling oil and reducing pores. It's especially good for those with oily or combination skin. When used with Vaseline, it balances oil and moisture in the skin while protecting the skin barrier, making even sensitive skin healthier and calmer. Fourth, combination with snail mucin. Snail mucin, which is good for skin regeneration and soothing, also has a very good compatibility with Vaseline, especially for acne scars or skin irritated after laser treatment. Applying snail mucin cream and then thinly applying Vaseline on top can significantly speed up skin recovery. Try applying a very small amount of Vaseline on top of products containing hyaluronic acid, retinol, niacinamide, or snail mucin. The true value of Vaseline, which you couldn't notice when using it alone, will finally become apparent. Now don't just focus on your face. Let me tell you how to use Vaseline on other areas where wrinkles form more easily. Treating many patients in Gangnam, I've noticed that many people only care about their face, missing areas that reveal age more quickly. Which areas? The neck, back of hands, elbows, lips, and around the eyes. These areas have thin skin, receive a lot of stimulation, and have fewer sebaceous glands, making them easily dry and prone to wrinkles. Let's look at each one. First, neck wrinkles. This area ages even faster than the face. Neck skin is thin, and once deep wrinkles form, they're difficult to repair. After cleansing, apply moisturizer and a thin layer of Vaseline. This creates a protective shield on the neck skin that has lost elasticity, preventing moisture loss throughout the night. With consistent use, fine lines will smooth out, and the neckline will become more defined. Second, the back of hands. Hands are like mirrors that can't hide our age. They're exposed to daily stimulation, yet many people neglect moisturizing them. After washing your hands, applying Vaseline over moisturizer helps retain moisture and revives smooth skin on the back of hands. Especially in winter, applying Vaseline thickly and wearing cotton gloves to bed is very effective. Third, elbows, knees, and heels. These areas with the worst calluses and wrinkles don't look good. Apply moisturizer and Vaseline together after showering, before the skin completely dries. The next day, your skin will definitely feel softer and regenerate more smoothly. Fourth, lips and mouth wrinkles. Actually, preventing mouth wrinkles starts with lip care. A small amount of Vaseline alone can be sufficient instead of lip balm, especially if you often have dry lips or are concerned about mouth wrinkles. Try applying a drop of moisturizing ampule followed by Vaseline. Moisture around your mouth will be maintained overnight, improving both lip volume and firmness around the mouth. Fifth, around the eyes. This sensitive area requires careful attention. Many people feel hesitant to apply products here, but applying a very small amount, really thinly spread, enhances the effect of eye cream. Just be extremely careful not to get it in your eyes. And apply it by gently putting a small amount on top of a less irritating moisturizer for safety. Thus, Vaseline is not just a face cream, but more like a full-body defense against wrinkles and dry skin, especially when applied consistently to areas that dry out more easily than the face. The effects can be much more dramatic. Here's a question many people ask: can oily or acne-prone skin use Vaseline? 2. I hear this question very often in my clinic. Doctor, I naturally have oily skin and get breakouts easily. Is it okay for me to use Vaseline? To conclude first, it's okay if used carefully according to your skin condition. But I absolutely don't recommend applying it thickly all over your face. It's true that Vaseline can clog pores. Vaseline is excellent as a moisture barrier, but it also has very strong sealing power. Therefore, if you have a lot of sebum or already have breakouts and apply it thickly all over your face, it can block pores and worsen inflammation. If you have oily skin, use it like this. Apply a small amount only to areas that really need it. Apply small amounts only to areas like the mouth, eyes, and inner cheeks that are dry and prone to wrinkles. Especially avoid the nose, forehead, and chin. These areas have many sebaceous glands, and Vaseline could cause inflammation. Also, apply moisture ampules or serums is first and finish with just a very thin layer of Vaseline. Apply hyaluronic acid or niacinamide ampules first, and then just dab a tiny bit of Vaseline on top. Even though it might look oily on the outside, it definitely helps with inner dryness and fine lines. For acne-prone skin, remember this point. Acne is basically an inflammatory condition, so if you already have acne, it's better not to apply Vaseline directly. But for areas without acne, such as cheeks, around the mouth, eyes, and neck, using an appropriate amount as a moisture barrier can be helpful. The best time to use Vaseline without worrying about breakouts is at night. Applying in the morning can cause makeup to slide off and increase the risk of breakouts due to excess oil. Using it as a thin layer on top of moisturizing ampules after cleansing at night greatly helps the skin's regeneration process. In summary, Vaseline is not absolutely contraindicated for oily or acne-prone skin, but you must adjust the location, amount, and timing of application. Think of it not as making your whole face shiny, but as putting a protective shield only on dry and vulnerable areas. Now, let me summarize everything. I've told you about the good places to apply Vaseline, methods, and precautions. Now I'll explain the night. Sleeping pack routine to achieve effects comparable to expensive lifting creams using Vaseline. By now you probably feel it too. The fact that one tube of properly and consistently applied Vaseline can create bigger changes than expensive cosmetics or dermatological procedures. As a plastic surgeon, I've seen many patients disappointed with expensive and fancy cosmetics. But I thought, if they had just used Vaseline properly, it could have made a difference. That's how simple yet powerful the effects of Vaseline are. Let me tell you how to maximize the effects of Vaseline with a night sleeping pack method. You'll feel changes in your skin, even if you try this for just a week. First, gently cleanse your face with lukewarm water in the evening. Be careful with hot water, as it can weaken the skin barrier. Second, apply hyaluronic acid ampule or serum when your skin is still slightly damp after cleansing. Applying it on slightly moist skin improves absorption. Third, apply a thin layer of moisturizer. If you have oily skin, A light gel type is good if you have dry skin. A richer cream type is better. Fourth, finally, take a very small amount of Vaseline, about the size of a grain of rice, and dab it on dry areas of your face, especially around the eyes, mouth, and inner cheeks. Never apply it thickly to make your skin shiny. Fifth, apply Vaseline thinly over moisturizer, on your neck and back of hands in the same way. You can apply it a bit thicker on the back of hands, and wearing cotton gloves to bed doubles the effect. If you consistently practice these 5 steps, especially in dry winter, you'll feel completely different skin when you wake up in the morning. What's the biggest advantage of Vaseline? Accessibility and cost-effectiveness. Isn't it attractive that a product costing just a few thousand won can produce similar effects to luxury creams, costing tens of thousands, and when you buy one tube, it really lasts a long time because you only need to use a very small amount for it to be effective. What I want to emphasize is the consistency of skincare. No magical product creates miracles in a day, but using a simple and reliable product like Vaseline, a little bit every night can make you feel a definite difference after a few weeks or months. Let me tell you one last story about a female patient in her late 70s. She practiced a simple routine with Vaseline and moisturizer for over a year as I advised. And one day, she told me that friends she hadn't seen in a long time all asked if she had been going to a dermatologist. They noticed especially good changes in her hands and neck. I still remember what she said to me then. "Doctor, why didn't you tell me about this simple method earlier?" That's why I'm sharing this secret with you now. Skin is really honest. How you look in 10 years depends entirely on what habits you keep. Remember that the secret to maintaining youth is not fancy products or expensive procedures, but small daily habits of respecting and protecting your skin. As an 85-year-old plastic surgeon, I wanted to be of small help to those with skin concerns like yours. If today's content was helpful, please like, subscribe, and share with your loved ones. I would also be very happy if you shared your skin concerns or experiences with Vaseline in the comments. I sincerely hope your skin becomes healthier and more beautiful with the magical moisturizing power of Vaseline. Thank you. I'll be back with more helpful information in the next video. I'm running this Life's Tavern through YouTube to always bring you good stories. If you subscribe and like, you can receive such warm and comforting stories every day. Thank you.